Hey guys, coming back at you with a review of Final Fantasy VII. This will be taking place of the prequel, Crisis Core, from Final Fantasy VII, the original PlayStation 1 game. There is also a video if you go to animefreak.tv. There's two videos for Denzel I should say, and after Crisis, I believe. I can't remember, but it does take after Crisis Core. There's a lot of games that take before this. Well, not before this. There was one game. It's mentioned in Final Fantasy XII, the Collector's Edition DVD, which is this bonus disc. It tells you the history of Final Fantasy. So, if you want to play the prequel to this game, it's called Before Crisis, and you have to get it for the mobile phone. But anyway, with this review, excuse me, you're playing as Zack. When you first start off, you're playing Zack, who's a soldier, second class. Then when you progress through the the game, you actually become a first class. And then you can actually see who gives you the Buster Sword, which is Angeal. At the end, you'll see how Cloud gets his. It's kind of a sad ending. I cried, even though it's kind of weird to cry for a character you're playing. Well, it's not really weird. I'm sure certain people do it when you're playing a character that you love and enjoy, and they just, they go away. But I give this a 10. The reason why I beat it the first time, but I'm going back to it because I missed a lot. Plus my old one broke, and when I meant broke, the casing like that, it just broke. So now if it does break again, I have replacement cases and just put it in there. As you guys saw before, my Final Fantasy XII. Here's Final Fantasy VII, Dirge of Cerberus. There is another game for this too. It's also for the mobile phone. It's called Dirge of Cerberus, the Lost Episode for mobile. And how I figured that one out was also because of the game, the Final Fantasy XII game, and it's because of this. Final Fantasy Final Fantasy Dirge of Cerberus, Lost Episode. Okay. Be the first to take a revolutionary step in mobile phone gaming. So yeah, this is for the mobile phone if you want to play that and actually play the other version of Vincent. I was actually gonna, when I get a new phone, I'm gonna try and get that game. Even the Before Crisis, even though I don't like gaming so much on phones. But another review is this one. I didn't like Final Fantasy VIII too much. Don't hate me, because this is the reason why. Too many side missions, and if you miss if you miss a certain amount of side missions, you really will be confused with the story. But it is a good game and all. This is my girlfriend's favorite game, because Leon. Of course, like I said, I like Cloud. I give this an 8. I'm not gonna go down. I was gonna give it a 5 at first, but I'm giving it an 8. I should say this one a 10. I don't have the artwork, but Final Fantasy X, when I first pronounced his name, and when I saw him in Kingdom Hearts #1, I pronounced it Titus, but it's Titus. That's exactly like how I accidentally kept saying Zidane, not Zidane. It's Zidane. Sorry guys. I rate this a 10. A little bit confusing because of the leveling system, how they do it. I'll give you game reviews later on sometime. I'm far, but I gotta redo it because certain things I gotta get. I didn't have the art cover for this one either, but Final Fantasy X2. This is where you're taking place with Yuna, Riku, and Pain, and I want to know how Pain became involved with this group. I rated a 10, even though I didn't beat it. I heard it was pretty short. You're just looking for Titus, you find them. I believe you have to battle them. Here's the game I was talking about in my previous videos. The only game I have is Final Fantasy 11 Online Wings of the Goddess expansion pack for PlayStation 2. I have to get this game. I don't know if I have to get the rest of them, but I know this is for PC, and I don't have the HDD, the hard drive, for the PS2. So if anyone can pick that up for cheap and send it to me for a birthday gift, that'd be great. I love you guys. I have more Final Fantasy games. Of course, you know I had 1, 2, 3, 4. I should show you all mine, so I gotta go find them again. If I can remember where I put them. But I rate them all 10s, except for 8. I do rate that an 8. Not to be mean. Let me see if I can find them. I'll bring you guys. I have 3 versions of 8. I don't know why, but jeez. Where is it? There it is. Final Fantasy 13. Sorry if I'm moving the camera, guys, but I'm gonna also be doing the review of Final Fantasy 13. I didn't get far in that game at all either. But this is what I meant. When you're playing Final Fantasy 8, you see Leon has a gun blade. When you're playing 9 or 7, you see Cloud have the Buster Sword, and he's a soldier in a sense. But when you play number 13, you're playing pretty much a female version of Cloud and Leon. Because if you don't know, if you look at her blade right there, it can turn into a gun blade. So it's pretty much like the futuristic Cloud with Leon mix as female. I don't have part 2. I need that. If you guys want to get that for me for my birthday as well, it's pretty cheap. The third part I do want. There's the last part of this game, which is going to be the official last part, and it's going to be for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. The last part, you're playing Lightning again, and this time you can actually get Cloud's Soldier First Class uniform. I have it complete. I bought it used. Like I said, I don't think anyone buys new games too much now. I do if it's what I want. When I have the money for it. The only thing I have to get is trophies. But I didn't get far in this game, but I do rate it 10. It looks a little long to me. Some people hated it. I do love it. Like I said, I'm a major Final Fantasy fan, because I have pretty much the majority. So instead of saying I don't have 11, I can actually say I do. And when you have 13 or 12, 11, 12, 13, and I need the rest of 13, then you pretty much, I have the whole collection, except for, like I said, the mobile phone for Before Crisis, the mobile phone for Dirge of Cerberus Lost Episode, and I have 7, 9, and like I said, the only things I don't have is 5 and 6, where you're playing Bart or you're playing Terra. But that's why I'm a major fan of it, because it really is. Final Fantasy 12, I gotta admit though, I have to bring it all the way down there. But Final Fantasy 12, when you're actually playing this game, if anyone ever played Final Fantasy Tactics, you are actually playing pretty much in Evolus in this game. And if you play Final Fantasy Tactics, you're playing Evolus in that game. Or any games. You play War of the Lions, you play actual Tactics for the PlayStation or DS, whatever system you have it for. you're playing an Evolus. This time you're playing with Vaughn, and you actually see the person from Final Fantasy Tactics in this game. He's the prince who dies, which is kind of sad. I was fortunate enough to actually get this used for cheap, not at a GameStop, but actual downstairs from my grandmother's house, who has a game store right around the corner from it. It was 15 bucks, and I'm sure if that was brand new, this probably would have been like 60 or 50. Seeing as how the condition is, like, if you guys can tell, like, holes, it's not really mint condition, but it's still pretty good. The discs still work. I give this a very 10. Me and my girlfriend are playing this. We didn't get far. The reason why I didn't get far is because I'm stuck on this judge. That judge is hard to freaking battle. But if anyone ever wanted to know what to get me, it's just, of course, the Final Fantasy game. Don't get me Tactics. Don't get me War of the Lions. I played that one for the GameCube, which was it was good, but then I got bored after a while. But I do rate them all 10, like I said. This one, I give an 8 because there's too many damn side missions. Excuse me. They do have all their kinks and flaws. Like, this one has a kink of somewhat being a little, just the leveling system. Final Fantasy 2, I didn't find the kink yet to that. I still gotta play it. 13, it looks like it's gonna be too damn long for me, but I'll play it. Number 11, I can't really say anything about this game. I can't even give it a 10. I can't rate this because I haven't played it. I know Final Fantasy 14 is going to be online, which it's already out, so yeah. Final Fantasy 14, A Realm Reborn, which I definitely want. Any Final Fantasy game except for the Tactics, the War of the Lions. I don't want any of the Tactics. If it's like something adventurous that I can just walk around and talk to people in a town, then I'll do it. But sorry if I'm rambling. I'll actually quit this video and end it. But like I said, this one I can't play because I need the HDD, the hard drive for PlayStation 2. It's god old, and I know no one's going to be playing that anymore. But I hope you liked my review on the Final Fantasy. I do enjoy them all, except for the Tactics and every other name with the Tactics inside it. I do love Final Fantasy, the main series, I should say. Everything that can involve the main series. Even if, like, this game, Final Fantasy Crisis Core, is like a prequel, it's still something in the main series, which is number 7, the prequel of number 7. Then you can actually get the mobile phone before Crisis as the actual prequel to the prequel, which is cool. And even if I had to get a new phone with the Lost episode on it, it's still something part of the main series. But as you guys now know, I am major Final Fantasy. If you, I'm sure you can't really name off the game, and I said I can play it, or I played it. But during you can pretty much do 1 through 13, except for 5, 6, and 11. I can't say I played it because I don't have 6. I don't own 5. At all either, or 11. I do own it, I should say, but I can't play because of the HDD. But I enjoy these games. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of my ranting on Final Fantasy. Sorry about that game falling. And now that you guys know I'm just a god-awful fan of this series, hit like and comment because I can't get this one to stay up, but it's Final Fantasy X who's just being the evil one. But hit like and comment if you do like the Final Fantasy series, the main series, of course, and which game out of the series was your favorite. please hit comment and subscribe. I'll put this on Facebook and my YouTube channel. Love you guys. I do this for fun. Sorry if I ramble, but this is something I can do. Just ramble about my life and how I game after I study. My mom taught me how to study first, then play games. And hope you enjoyed. So love you guys. Like I said, comment, subscribe. Maybe I'll be posting this on Facebook and my YouTube. Ask for my YouTube channel on Facebook if you watch this on Facebook. And hope you enjoy. Bye.